I swayed into my husband's study in a spaghetti strap dress, sat on his lap, wrapped my arms around his neck, complained he woke up too early, didn't know he was lecturing students online. He slammed his laptop shut, lifted my waist, carried me out. His students exploded. Class group chat melted down. He calmly explained, wife's young, likes to act spoiled, just woke up, a bit clingy. Don't tease my wife, she's shy, been married a year. Thousands of stories, Strawberry King takes half. Strawberry reminds you, grab snacks, connect to Wi-Fi. Story starts now. I crawled out of bed, sore all over, head fuzzy, wandered looking for Shuri Yanli, pushed open his study door. There he was, working. He raised an eyebrow. Didn't sleep more? I mumbled complaints. You got up too early. Couldn't sleep alone. Shuri Yanli glanced at the laptop, tugged my dress strap. I sat on his lap, held his neck. Why up so early? One hand around me, one hand reaching for the laptop. Work stuff. I yawned. What stuff? Slept so late. Not sleeping more? He leaned down, kissed me, bit my lip gently. Be good. Almost done. Eat something. Don't sleep more, okay? I tilted my head. Why force yourself to work? Worried he'd drop dead from exhaustion. Shuri Yanli smirked, eyes wicked. Should I take that as an invitation, baby? My face turned red. What nonsense so early? This fox is rotten to the core. He stood, carrying me out. No fooling around. Be good. Wait outside. Eat. I'll be there. Set me on the sofa. Brought breakfast. Stole another kiss before leaving. Shuri Yanli didn't mute his mic. Students heard everything crystal clear, even if they only saw a keyboard. Excitement erupted. OMG. Professor Shur has a girlfriend? The legendary high-collar celibate is taken? Glimpsed the teacher's wife. Seems beautiful. Reporting suspected indecent driving by Professor Shur. Whoa, I need teacher's wife's contact. Lifesaver. Teacher's wife is so sweet. Gossip. Other classes were baffled. What happened? Holy crap, Professor Shur really has a GF? Why didn't our class have lecture this morning? You missed out on a billion-dollar moment. Who recorded? I wanna see. Only saw a bit of her face. Professor shut the laptop. We only heard voices. You guys don't get it. Professor Shur's morning drive. My intuition was right. Professor Shur looks like a pro. Teacher's wife is totally whipped. Professor Shur. Fail warning. Shuri Yanli returned. Students unmuted, bombarding him. Professor, was that the teacher's wife just now? He curled his lips, drawling. Apologies. My wife delayed things. She's young, likes to act spoiled, clingy after waking. Students clamored to see me. Don't tease my wife. She's shy. We've been married a year. Young? Spoiled? Clingy? Is he showing off? Such a niche vocab. Married a year? Professor, stop speaking in riddles. Get out. We're jealous. Holy crap, who has the link? I wanna attend. Do you really just want to attend? You just wanna see her. Shuri Yanli cut them off. Alright, back to lecture. If you all pass this exam, I'll tell you more about my wife. Deal. Professor Shur. Cross my heart. I have a recording as proof. Other classes, why hasn't anyone sent the link yet? I had no idea. Swinging my legs, eating breakfast. My editor, Sister Xia, called. Tong Jin, your novel got picked for a drama adaptation. I bounced off the sofa. For real? Yes. Wanna try writing the screenplay? Meeting with the production team day after tomorrow. Might need you on set. Free day after tomorrow. See you then. Shuri Yanli walked in, smiling. Baby, what's got you so happy? I tackled him, planted a loud kiss on his cheek, joy written all over my face. Shuri Yanli, my novel's getting adapted. He teased. That impressive? Then I must celebrate my future big shot writer. I pinched his chin dramatically. Know who you're dealing with now, Mr. Shur? I'll support you from now on. Anything you want, I'll buy it. I'll tell everyone. In Jiangzhou City, you can do whatever you want. Shuri Yanli raised an eyebrow, pretending difficulty. Actually, there is something I want. I was riding high, didn't notice his heated gaze. Spit it out, Mr. Shur. I'll get it for you. Nodded vigorously. Promise. Anything. He suddenly nipped my neck. Whispered huskily. I bought you an outfit. Wear it for me, okay? Flashed back to the bunny ears and tail, and the maid outfit before that. Regret kicked in. Shuri Yanli saw my hesitation, swept me up, carried to the bedroom. Baby just invited me back to bed. Now I'm accepting. Closed the door deftly, laid me on the bed, pulled out a garment bag from the closet. I didn't take it. He raised an eyebrow. Want me to help you change? My ears were burning red, frozen. He pressed me down, lifted my skirt. Little lazybones. Guess I'll help. Wait, baby. Leaned down, capturing my lips. Save your strength. You'll need it later. Negotiations with the production team went smoothly. Raging Fire was my latest novel. Fresh in mind, script revisions were fast. I posted on Weibo, officially announcing the drama adaptation. Raging Fire was already popular. The announcement trended instantly. Behind-the-scenes photos and videos flooded the net, until one comment stood out. Wait, Tong Jin looks exactly like my teacher's wife. The comment got upvoted rapidly. For real? Who's your professor? OMG, Tong Jin has a boyfriend? The commenter replied, investigating. Might be my professor's wife. College kids equals modern-day Sherlock Holmes. Bold. Daring to dig up your professor's gossip? 3 hours later, the same commenter returned. After investigation, confirmation, confirmed. She's our professor's wife. Then hashtags exploded. Hashtag teacher's wife is married to professor. Teacher's wife husband is professor. Hashtag teacher's wife. Trending everywhere. My Weibo comments and DMs were flooded. Teacher's wife. Begging. Talk to Professor Sure. Don't let us fail our exams. Woo woo. My kind, beautiful teacher's wife. Can you ask Professor Sure for some hints? I'll kowtow to you. Teacher's wife. You don't want a young life to end tragically before your eyes, right? Woo woo. Teacher's wife. Can you ask Professor Sure to mark key points? Last time he said the whole book was key points. I'm dying. I laughed until I cried. Remembered my own college days. Desperate before finals. Trying every trick. But how did they know about Sure Yanli and me? Sure Yanli strolled in, calm. Last time you came in, I was lecturing them. Had a lab makeup session. I recalled that morning. Oh right. You mentioned having class today. Liar. You told me last night while I was watching workout videos. I did mention it. You were too busy drooling over abs. He sounded mildly sulky. Getting old. Can't compete? I remembered he did mention it. Got distracted. Laughed dryly. Hee. Wasn't listening properly. Totally forgot. Won't happen again. Promise to etch it in my brain. Not necessary. He leaned close, whispering hotly. Mrs. Sure, just put in some extra effort tonight. I replied to his students online. Working hard on Pillow Talk. Professor Sure says study hard, no failures guaranteed. Thank you teacher's wife. Kind and beautiful. Professor Sure is a black-hearted devil. Comments repeated dozens of times. Teacher's wife. I was wronged. Reborn. Need final exam answers for my revenge plan. Just one more cut to pass. Need teacher's wife to steal the test paper. Complete my journey. Sure Yanli commented. Time better spent studying. Exam difficulty remains standard. Another class finally caught up. Wait. Teacher's wife? What did I miss? Their class replied. Listen to teacher's wife. Go study now. Wish professor and teacher's wife 100 years. Wish US no failures. Wish professor and teacher's wife 100 years. Wish US no failures. Even if a bit wild, they added, kowtow to professor and teacher's wife. I bit my straw, laughing. Sure Yanli called. Chief screenwriter, free tonight? Can I borrow your evening? I put on a serious face. Studying hard. Finals coming up. He paused on the other end, playing with car keys. Sounds like a pity. Guess my grilled fish dinner is a solo mission tonight. And that steak I seared perfectly. Since some ungrateful kid rejected me, guess I'll eat it myself. I perked up at grilled fish. Sure Yanli's grilling was legendary. Once when his research stalled, he was miserable, losing hair. I comforted him. Hey, you still have your grilled fish skills. We'll open a restaurant. You grill. I'll manage. He'd pinch my nose. Little glutton. He's been swamped lately. Teaching. Lab work. No time to cook for me. Surely the kind, handsome Professor Sure won't let me fail, right? Actually, no. I'd extend little Jin's studies a year. Need more cultivation for those with lax attitudes. He smiled. Lucky this man is your husband, not your professor, huh? Always win the arguments, don't you? Do your students know how childish you are? Bickering with me all day? Alright, I'm almost done here. Heading home soon. Truth be told, my verbal sparring skills weren't his match. Better to end the war early. Stay mature. Unlike him, he chuckled softly. Done playing? I'll pick you up. Take your time. No rush. I'll wait downstairs. Husband's the best, right? Yeah, you're the sweetest. Gonna give you a huge hug later. Only you have a sweet mouth. Go back to work. Just finished eating. Sure Yanli got called back to the lab. Sorry, lab data issue. Need to check. He looked guilty. I patted his shoulder. Drive safe. I fully supported his career. Couldn't dampen his passion. Stood on tiptoes. Looped my arms around his neck. Planted a kiss on his lips. He tried to deepen it. I dodged. Smoothed his collar, grinning. Alright, go. They're waiting. His Adam's apple bobbed. Voice husky. Okay, sleep early tonight. Don't wait up. 20 minutes after he left, I got his WeChat. Baby arrived safely, followed by a cat kiss emoji. Stealing my stickers again. I sent back a cat kiss sticker. Professor Sure, fighting. Then Director Chen messaged about casting. Little Tone, auditions next week. Free? I replied immediately. Yes. Director Chen, see you then. Prepped hard for the auditions. Researched the actors Director Chen sent over. Knew them 60 to 70%, if not 100%. Taking this first adaptation seriously. Audition day arrived. Director Chen, Assistant Director Shen, and me, sitting at a long table. Female actors went smoothly. Liked several. Experienced. Noted names to discuss later. Male actors? Shocking. Actors with a few credits under their belts. Were performing worse than variety show stars. Never saw their dramas, but clip compilations looked decent. Why were they bombing now? Nerves? Frowned, thinking. Screened over 10 male actors. None clicked. Then idol turned actor Jiang Chen. Refused to leave. Begged for chance after chance. Performance mediocre. No spark. One more try? I swear I can nail this role. I've read Raging Fire over 10 times. Fourth plea. More actors waiting. Unfair to them. His manager also begged. Just one more? He's prepped for weeks. Even fasting. Fasting? What ritual is this? Acting classes exist. Directors Chen and Shen looked at me, passing the ball. Put on the spot, I asked. Jiang Chen, you said you read Raging Fire. Tell me, what's your take on the male lead, Ning Hanzhou? Jiang Chen frowned, eyes shifty. Ning Hanzhou, a teacher said. He's cool, and I haven't done period dramas before. Wanna try one? Verdict, zero acting. Empty head. Rubbed my forehead. Professionally trained in action scenes? Lots of fight scenes in this drama. He shook his head. No action training. Your interpretation of Ning Hanzhou and Hua Li's relationship? Glanced at his manager, got a cue, blurted. I think Ning Hanzhou spoils Hua Li, but she repays kindness with betrayal. Kills him. Not fair to Ning Hanzhou. Absolutely certain now. Not auditioning. Insulting my work. Firm tone. Apologies. Maybe we'll collaborate next time. Let the other actors have a turn. He exploded. You have no vision. Just you wait. Kicked the chair over on his way out. Unstable people are scary. Interviewed a few more male actors. Still unsatisfied. Directors Chen and Shen felt the same. Told me to rest at the hotel. Resume tomorrow. Back at the hotel, showered. Sent my location to Shi Yanli on WeChat. Video called him. He was still at the lab. Gestured to his students, stepped out. How's it going, chief screenwriter? Find your leading man? I sighed. Female leads mostly settled. Male lead, not yet. If you don't mind, maybe check out the university's acting department? Saw a decent student play recently. Good idea, but worried they might seem green? Compared to veteran actors? Veteran means skilled with age. Doesn't mean old age equals skill. Give the youth a chance, right? My gloom lifted. Yeah, I'll discuss with Director Chen tomorrow. Go back to work, don't waste Professor Shi's time. Happily typed a WeChat to Director Chen. A knock at the door. Confused. Hotel cleaning this late? Peeked through the peephole. Jiang Chen, still harassing for the role? Felt drained. Didn't want to open. Said through the door, hello? Something wrong? Jiang Chen, Teacher Tong, came to apologize. I know I was out of line today. Wanted to ask for advice. Didn't even think. Declined flatly. Apologies. Need to rest. Let's talk tomorrow. Honestly, didn't take it personally today. Not an expert on acting. Suggest finding professionals. I'm just a novelist. Saw him pause through the peephole. Okay, best wishes for your career. Break a leg. Just as I thought he'd left, he stood rooted at my door, eyes turning creepy. Remembered his threat earlier. Goosebumps rose. Thank God for the safety latch. Clutched my phone. Ready to dial 911 5 times fast. 5 agonizing minutes passed. He got a call. Turned and left. Slumped in relief. Felt boneless. Called the front desk. Demanded a room change. Moved with staff assistants. Still uneasy. Thought of his unstable mood. That stare. Cold sweat trickled down my back. Trembling. Called Shi Yanli. First call, no answer. Second call, he declined. Sent a WeChat. What's wrong, baby? In a group meeting. Call later? Okay? He was busy. Couldn't disturb. Despair crept in. Couldn't tell directors Qingshan. Men. Strangers. Wouldn't understand my terror.